Hello guys, today I want to show you something that I built, or rather converted, but this is one of my original speaker systems. This is my Linus Audio, Eagle Audio, as you can tell from the badge. It's a very distinctive logo, stands out from most of other logos. So this speaker unit started life out as a Boston 10-inch micro PV, let me get the exact name for you, micro 90 PV2. So it was an amazing deal. I got this speaker used, however the sub was busted, so of course I had to come up with a fix. I thought about getting a re-foam kit and a new dust cap and rebuilding the old speaker, but as much as that cost, I went ahead with something I had lying around the house. I happen to have the exact same power rating Audiobahn subwoofer. It's a 10-inch just like that. Now however, the frame of the basket is different, is shaped differently. So of course I had to modify it to fit. So it's kind of a permanent installation as far as the speaker goes. It's not removable. I mean, you can, but it would be very difficult because it's not meant for that sub, but I had to modify the box to fit that. Now what you're looking at is this part used to be the bottom of the subwoofer. This used to be a down-firing Boston acoustic subwoofer, and up here you had your little Boston logo and your volume knob, which would be facing forward. Now I needed a new subwoofer for my new miniature Rockville 8-inch DJ speakers, and those speakers cannot carry the lows by themselves. After I had replaced the sub, before I converted this, it sounded amazing. It was very clear, very deep, and I ran it for a long time, did not overheat, did not clip, and it also has a regulator in there, so if you turn it too high, it will lower the volume automatically in case you accidentally turn it or pushing too much signal through it, so it does not damage the speaker. Now of course, for any professional use, you cannot have a down-firing subwoofer. So what I had to do is I had to re-engineer the whole speaker to work for my needs. So what I had to do is turn the back into the bottom, basically. Praying to God that won't fall. But this has a standard plate amp. In here you had your proprietary RCA in, and then you had your speaker level in right here. Now this used to have a wire right here that would come out and plug in like a lamp cord, you know, similar, just a standard wire, nothing fancy, nothing special. I carpeted the feet as well to reduce vibrations and noise that are unwanted. But as you can see, what I did is I built a lip. You can't see it because it's built it pretty well in there, but there's a lip because it didn't have one on the bottom of the speaker to put a grill on the front, so you don't see the speaker even though it's carpeted and stuff and it looks good. You know, you still don't want it for, you know, just for aesthetics. You want it to be as, you know, incognito as possible. You just want the sound. You don't want necessarily all those other things. So of course I extended the lip out. I got some mesh, and instead of painting it, which can be time consuming, I decided I had some of this leftover acoustic speaker grill cloth, and I went ahead and put a little thin edge of carpeting so the cloth would have something to grab onto, and so you have a smoother edge so the speaker grill itself isn't pokey or nothing like that. And then covered it. Of course, I attached my logo after I cut it out, laminated it and all that. And I bought these really heavy duty steel speaker handles. Now here's why these are external. Boston Acoustics, I did not alter the interior space of this at all, which is very crucial to the sound. This produces very good sound, and I did not want to mess that up. So I went with 2 external handles instead of flush mount ones to prevent messing with the acoustics or affecting them, because it already was a fantastic sounding speaker. And it was one of those things where it's so perfect, you're afraid if you mess it up, you're just going to really mess it up. Now here's where my modifications came in. What we have here is we have a standard IEC plug. You get your ground, positive, negative. We have a power switch, which this subwoofer did not come with. I took apart the volume control that was on the top down to the potentiometer. I got this little dish plate that already had 2 speak-on connectors and 2 1/4-inch. These 2 holes right here were banana input, which nobody needs to use because they are horrible. So what I did is I filled one, and then I made this one a little bit larger and bolted in tightly the potentiometer. So these plugs, the 1/4-inch, oh, and I also put there's an LED on the bottom of the amp to show that it's on, but there's nothing else visible on the side without having to turn it over to see that this is on. So I soldered in an extra LED right here. That turns on when the unit turns on as well. So these are, of course, you got 2 speak on and you got 1 1/4-inch. So you can daisy chain speak on, but these are wired to the high input on the plate amplifier. And then I soldered in the power cords and all that stuff. And this speaker is now finally ready for professional use. And I've been using it for a couple different things, and people are shocked that so much sound can come out of a small package. And this just goes to show, if you know what you're doing, you can make some incredible things. This was never meant for a professional use, but after I re-engineered the whole system, it is now ready for any professional use. Not concert use or things like that, but this certainly can make an outdoor crowd happy. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please comment on this video. Tell me what you think of my modifications, what you think I could have done better, what do you think I did well, things like that. And I hope you have a nice day. Thanks. Bye-bye.